Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Fiend Hunter Fiend boss video. So this time we got the Master of the Fiend, then we're gonna try out this particular boss and let's see what this is going to be all about. As you can see, this is Goblin Slayer Part 2 boss, and this boss is going to be a dark type boss. As you can see, this is going to be a big massive tile. Now obviously, light type DPS characters have the advantage. You want to use Sacred Justice, she will be able to hit everything. You want to pair with Zenith as well so that you are able to hit all the area, right? So you can see the neck part takes 300% more damage. Head and belly takes 100% more damage. The neck part I believe is this one, the one at the back. So that's going to be a little bit further. But still, as long as you can cover these three areas, that's going to be more than enough, right? So Zenith, as you can see, I got Rafitia and Wilhelmina as well in the first team. And the second team, we got the Magic team. So let me explain along the way why I decided to choose this team or pick this team based on my experimentation and stuff. And then we can talk a little bit more about this. So first things first, now as you can see, we're gonna go in. So for the physical team, it's very simple, very straightforward. You don't have to change anything at all, right? The boss will be able to hit us and apply buffs right here, crit rate and crit damage. So we're not gonna do anything, we're just gonna apply the buffs accordingly. So this one is simple and straightforward. I like the physical team because nothing crazy they have to do right here. If you don't have Wilhelmina, you can also use Hikage, of course. And if you don't have Hikage, Celia could work right here in this particular slot, right? But I have Celia in the other slot. So now you can see we are granted the boost for crit damage and crit rate, right? So second turn, the boss is just going to hit us. Obviously, this is a physical boss, where he does physical damage. And I don't really need to dodge that specifically because all my characters have physical or defense percent gears. So therefore, I'm not too worried in that particular area. Go in right here. Slice multiple times. And then we're gonna jump and boom. Alright. So far so good. Now the next turn, alright, now the boss is going to do something crazy, right? Apply augmentation, increase damage dealt, apply vulnerability as well. So this is going to be what it is. The boss will be able to now increase the vulnerability to its parts. So we are going to do even more damage. Now is there anything that we should change? Not really, right? So we're just going to go all in right here. Bam. Boom. So same thing, you don't really have to change anything, which I do like this particular setup. And then the last one, now the boss is going to apply the special buff that he has. Now 2 more turns, right? Now the boss is going to do this. I mean this one. It's going to hit us. Now you can see there might be some KO position and stuff. So if you are a little bit afraid, you can put back like that. Alright, so there only 2 characters get hit. 2 of your tankiest character, right? In this case, Rafitia. And of course, Zenith. So I'm still going to go all in, but I will switch my Rafitia's buff accordingly. And then we're going to go all in here. Boom. Okay, so decent chunk of damage right there, right? From Sacred Justice. So the last one, now the boss is going to body slam us, so we're just going to go all in, do as much damage as we can. Again, same thing. No special stuff right here. The physical team is pretty straightforward. Bam. And then go all in here. And then do this. Okay, 67%. Body slam. Boom. Okay. So now let's talk a little bit more about the Magic team, right? Notice I got Helena. I also used Diana instead. So Diana is good if you have... right now I do have Michaela. And also I also have, what's her name? Priestess right here, right? Now if you're using Livia, right? And then maybe you're using Loan instead of Michaela, you can also do that. But then Diana won't be as effective. In that case, you can consider using Therese or something, right? So it really depends on what's your setup right here. I do find that Priestess is a little bit better than Livia, based on my testing. Because number one, Livia has multiple costumes and all my costumes are +4, I think. No. The amplification one is +5. But the other 2 is +4. But regardless, Priestess still does a little bit more overall because she has the elemental property damage, right? So that's one thing that I've experimented a little bit. Now feel free to experiment a little bit with your characters because you might have a different plus accordingly, right? So also I did awaken my priestess, in case you guys are wondering, right? Both are fully awakened. So I'm gonna go with Helena, Diana. We're gonna set it up with Bunny, Celia right there. Go with priestess. Go with Michaela in this particular case, right? So we're gonna go with this particular one so that we get 2 turns. So for Michaela one, do we have to delay this? Because the first turn we're gonna go this. This one, Michaela's one only lasts for 6 turns. The crit damage only lasts for 6 turns. So that is going to be a little bit tricky. So let me see if I'm able to take this or not. If not, I'll have to change the order accordingly. Because I think in the higher level, Michaela might die. Okay, let me turn off the face cam. Okay, so that is going to be the amplification. Okay, so we are able to survive that. That's pretty good. Now next up, I'm going to go with this particular one. Now ideally, you want to wait a little bit because the boss only applies 1 buff. Later on, the boss is going to apply the augmentation. But regardless, this is for the later on near the end where we are going to be able to get more damage. Now this particular Michaela one actually does a little bit more damage. So I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to let the office Michaela goes first, but because this one take SP, I need to put the Helena last because the Helena will give back the SP so we don't waste the SP, right? Hopefully it makes sense. Okay. So do this, and you guys can notice right here, as you can see, decent chunk of damage right there, right? So we didn't really lose much SP from that. Okay, now the boss is going to apply augmentation, right? So we're going to switch back the order to as follows. Okay. Do this, and then bam, 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 bam. Let's see if this rotation works accordingly. Okay, decent damage right there. Okay, so boss is going to apply augmentation. Now we gotta be careful with this particular attack. This attack is going to be very painful. But again, we got Helena to go around as per usual for this particular one. Now if you are afraid, okay, go back to Michaela's this particular one. If you are really afraid, right? As you can see, I'm going to put Michaela all the way back here. And you can also use the energy guard if you are scared that this might kill you or something, right? But usually Helena's barrier is going to be more than enough. Bunny, Celia. Boom. Okay. So now the next one. Ouch. Okay, I survived there. Now this is the last one. We are setting it up for this particular one. So Celia go with this, and we're gonna go with the office one. This is going to do a little bit more. But we can do a comparison if, in case you guys are curious, right? Because this only hit one weak spot. Okay, as you can see. So as you can see, now we get the boss to 23%, right? You guys saw? 23%. Now I'm just gonna show you guys this one. How much will this get me to? Earlier one was 23%. Okay. Bam. So this one is 27%. So difference is not that big, but this one, the office one actually is a little bit more. Alright. So in case you guys are wondering. Now I do have this at +4 though. Maybe that's why, right? Because this one is +5, the office one. So that could be why as well. So feel free to, again, experiment around. Feel free to do, you can always reverse back 1 turn, right? So, there's that. Let me show you guys the damage after this. And that is going to be what it is. Boom. Okay, looking at the numbers, go down is just... Yeah, that bar goes down is just insane, right? That body slam at the end though. Okay, so in terms of the total damage, as you can see, Justia still does a little bit more at 406 million, but Queen of Signature Michaela not too far behind, and then Earth Mother Priestess, and then Michaela for the Acting Archbishop, and the Beachside Justice only 57. So that's going to be what it is. Again, feel free to use, you know, if you don't have Priestess right here, you can use Livia. If you don't have Michaela, Loan works pretty well right here as well. So this is going to be this particular strategy. Right, so let me know what you guys think overall of this current Fiend Hunter, I think should be quite doable for majority of the players out there. As per usual, oh yeah, let me just show the gears. I always forget to show the gears. Feel free to remind me in the comment section below, alright? So the important one is going to be the DPS. So as you can see, 2.1k attack, 653% for crit damage right here. This is going to be for my Justia. I'm just going to show you guys the DPS characters, right? Because there's no need for me to show you my supports, right? Supports is just there to support. 1.8k for Wilhelmina, 657% for the crit damage. For Priestess, 1.8k here, 587% for crit damage. And last but not least, Michaela, 2.6k attack, 496% crit damage. Alright, so these are the things that I am using. Oh, that's a lot of magic attack. I might need to like recalibrate some of these gears. But either way, that's gonna be it for this particular video. Subscribe if you guys have already. Give this video a like and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully you guys can do it, right? Have a nice day. Goodbye.